It's Madden NFL 24, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Rams and the 49ers under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Nothing doing, barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Pass complete there to Nakua. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. After the interception, here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. Touchdown, LA! Demarcus Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi's Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 more there and another 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Williams, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th, couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out of the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Purdy looking to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Purdy. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now with Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Screen play set up for Williams. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead to Williams. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Stafford. Able to find the open man. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.